Hello, fellow air shootists. Welcome to the channel. If you have been here for a while, welcome back. Today I wanted to do a quick one on this Orcair tank that I purchased the other day. These are available on Prime. I will drop links in the description and comments below. And by the way, that benefits the channel. And you guys, through shopping through my Amazon links, actually just helped me get a new camera for the channel. So expect some new, better quality footage coming up soon as that ships into me. But my Amazon links are the only thing I have to power the channel. I do not monetize through YouTube. That way you do not sit through commercials ever. So thank you if you guys are shopping through those links. Even if you don't buy the product like in the link and you simply just click in through that link and buy other stuff, whatever you were going to normally buy, I think I still get a tiny percentage of that. So it helps the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the guys who have been doing that. Keep it up, please. Love you guys. Anyway, this tank is pretty awesome. It retails for, I think it was $229 is what I paid for it. And it is a 98 CI tank, so that's 1.6 liters. And it is the perfect accompaniment to this compressor right here. This is the Orcair compressor. I'll toss a link in the comments for that as well. This here is my favorite compressor of the 8 I own. It can fill bigger tanks. It's advertised specifically to fill this tank, and you'll see pictures of this tank in their listing for the Orcair compressor, at least the last time I checked. This is called the Thunder, and it will fill this thing in about an hour and 15 minutes. So I have a little bit of footage from me filling it the first time from 0 to 4,500 PSI. I'll put a little bit of that in here. But first, let's check out what's in the box. And you'll notice I did get a sweet neoprene cover with the bottle. That's not pictured in the listing, so I wasn't expecting that. But here's me opening it up for the first time. Just received the tank. It was in a bigger box with some nice padding. But opening it up, I was surprised to see it actually comes with a really nice tank cover on there. So the valve is not on it, it looks like, but it's got a protector in there. Some sort of note in here. Looks like to be about the inspection and certification of the tank, and these are supposed to be DOT certified, so good to go there. And I imagine in here is the valve, and it should be the same valve that's on my other bigger tank, which you guys have seen me use before. So I'll open this up here in a second. Okay, so we have a fill whip with Fosters at both ends. Very nice. And then here's the valve. Pretty nice. So we've got it's a little bit different than the other valve I have. So it looks like it's an open close only without a one-way, which will be a little tougher for your small compressors to use, but I'll show you the way that we do that here. Okay, so that's what you get in the box. I've got the neoprene cover on here. It looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? Definitely protects the bottle from dinks and dings on it when you're traveling with it. And I am a competition shooter. I shoot NRL 22 in the airgun division. There's my NRL 22 gun right there. And as of this video, I am ranked #1 in the USA. So I take it very seriously. And now it's getting into the colder months. You can kind of tell it's a little cold out. And I'm going to need more than just my regular Ninja 90 CI tank that I have been using. This will usually get me through a whole match, but in the cold, air guns are less efficient. So I'm going to need 2. And this was an awesome option for the price. So $229 versus like $360. So this one, they are discounted. These were produced in 2021, so there's already 2 years off of the 5-year hydro testing period. But these are advertised to be DOT certified, so you can fill them anywhere. They do come with a little certificate stating that they're certified and whatnot. But let's get into a little bit of the mechanics of this tank, just so you guys kind of know what's up. They do have a fill nipple here. Now, this is not a one-way valve like the one on this tank. So what that means for you is that you're going to be filling and charging through the same port here. It does not have a little stopper one-way valve in it. So this is your valve. Opening it and closing it will allow passage of air through there. You've also got a bleeder valve right there, and that's to purge the line after you've filled. So I'll give you a quick tutorial on how to use this real quick, because if you don't use this correctly with one of these small shoebox compressors, you can damage your compressor. So what you're going to do to fill this, it's unlike this tank, which does have a one-way valve. I can just simply put this on the one-way valve and let it rip, and it's fine. But since this one doesn't have the one-way valve, what you're going to do is connect your tank, start running your compressor without opening the valve. You want to let your whip
equal the pressure of whatever's in the tank. So let's say you have 3,000 PSI in the tank, be looking at the gauge on your compressor. Okay, it's at 3,000. Once it gets there, you can start to crank slowly open the valve of your bottle, and that'll let the pressures equalize nicely. What you don't want to do is start your compressor with hardly any pressure in the line and jerk open the valve on here, dumping 3,000 PSI into the compressor that's fighting against that. So that's a good way to damage small compressors like this, so don't do that. And then when you're done filling, all you're gonna do is close your valve, okay? And then you can vent either through this guy here, the vent on the tank, or on your compressor, doesn't matter. That'll vent the line, and then you're good to go. So again, the steps to fill it: put your line on, run the compressor without opening the valve, let the pressure get to whatever pressure is currently in your bottle, slowly crank the valve open, let it fill. And this one has an auto stop, so it'll just stop at whatever pressure you set it at. Then when you're done and you reach that pressure, what you're gonna do is close the valve first, right? Because we wanna trap the air in there. We don't wanna let it all out. And then you're gonna need to vent the line. So either here or here, and you're good to go. So a little bit of a change in procedure from using something with a one-way valve, but not a big deal.
All right, so I just finished filling all the way to 4,500 PSI, and it took me two 30-minute sessions plus a 15-minute session, or almost a 15-minute session. And wow, that Orcair compressor is pretty dang impressive. It didn't skip a beat at all filling that tank. And give me a second here, I'm gonna open up that gold filter, and I want to just show you how much water these things collect, because you absolutely need one of these. I mean, just look at all this water that blew out when I released the vent here. I mean, there's going to be way more trapped inside there, so let me show you that. All right, so here's the moisture filter. You can see, look at that, tons of water in there, and even a bunch around the top there. Now if I open this up, watch this. Tons of water in there. Now I'll leave this thing out to dry, but these filters are really nice. This is a must-have for sure. So again, I'll drop links in the description and comments for the filters, as well as the compressor. I'll drop a link obviously for the tank itself and all of that stuff for you guys.
So that is the tank. Really good deal on Amazon right now. Very nice tank, very aesthetically pleasing. It's like jet black, and it comes with the cover, which is nice. So this is gonna help me, along with my existing tank, to go ahead and shoot NRL 22 competitions in the winter without worrying about running out of air. So if you want a cheaper option, this will save you like, I don't know, 140 bucks or so over the Ninja tank, and it'll literally do the same thing for you. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and check out the links in the description and comments below. Thanks guys. Cheers.